Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Beyond the Years podcast, a podcast about all things Disney. Hello, and I am your host, Josh, and as always, I am joined by the beautiful, lovely Ashley. Ashley, are you in a good mood right now? Because I'm in a good mood after the movie we just watched.
Yes. Yeah, so we have started the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I don't know how this is something that we hadn't seen before, but we hadn't seen them before.
Yeah.
We just finished the second movie, and oh my God, they're so good.
Yeah.
So good. Like I had seen like stuff about it online, but I never, for some reason, I was never really curious about it.
Yeah.
I guess I assumed I wouldn't like it. I don't know why, but they are phenomenal movies.
Yeah. Tearjerker movies.
So good.
So this all started because my sister got Grayson a toothless Build-A-Bear from Build-A-Bear and for his birthday. So that was like his gift, and we're like, oh, we should watch those movies. And he's like, okay. So we watched the first movie. He loved it. We watched the second movie. This all happened in one night, by the way, too, practically. We watched 1 and 2, and we started 3, and then we finished 3, I think, like the next morning.
Yeah, but I was gone because was that the night I was babysitting Maverick?
Yeah.
I was babysitting my nephew.
Yeah.
And I was gone late, and so the boys were home alone.
Yeah. So we had a boys' night, and we watched those movies, and we're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then Josh loved them so much, he was like, you got to watch these. And so I did, and oh my gosh. I still have to watch the third one, but we just finished the second one just now, and God, they're just so good. So well done.
I know.
I just love it.
It's crazy because I was like, man, this is just, I don't know why I had never got into this.
Yeah.
But it's just right up my alley. Like mystical, dragons, Vikings. Boom. I mean, that's me.
I know.
100%.
So good.
Yeah. So we've been watching those, and I guess there's a bunch of like spin-off Netflix stuff too, but it's more like kids stuff.
Oh.
So like, I'm not gonna say any spoilers because you'll have to watch the last movie to understand what the Netflix stuff is about. But I was like, well, we're gonna have to re-up the Netflix subscription so we can watch those.
I've missed Netflix since we got rid of our subscription.
Really?
Have you?
No. Because I'm never on Netflix.
I just feel like it actually is one of the streaming services that does have a lot of options, especially around Christmas and the holiday season. They always have a lot of good options.
Yeah.
And plus, I think Virgin River was doing a holiday special or something, and I want to see it. So we had canceled our Netflix subscription because they, just like everything else, they jacked up the prices once again.
Yeah.
And
they stopped the screen sharing. Or the password sharing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, we're done with this. And I think what we're just going to do now is just buy the cheapest version and just go month to month if we want it.
Yeah.
And not buy like a year subscription or anything like that. Because I'm like, man, is it even worth to have? Because we're paying for all these different subscriptions, and it really catches up with you if you're not careful.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially like the Amazon subscribe and saves. Because it's like, whoa, like the epoxy. I was like, well, that goes $70 just like, and I didn't even know like it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Cancel that real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, Netflix, it's like a love-hate relationship because it used to be really, really good because it was the only streaming service. And then it kind of sucked for a while. And now I think it's just there. But anyway, we love How to Train Your Dragon movies. And kind of, but not really, segueing into the
Epic Universe.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Animal Kingdom.
Oh. I thought you were going to talk about Epic Universe because we had been discussing it this morning.
No, but we can talk about that at the end because this is probably going to be a short-ish podcast about Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, this whole thinking about Disney, I don't know, maybe it just hit me today. Well, we've been talking about Disney a fair amount lately. We just did our Magic Kingdom podcast, and I think we're always kind of thinking about ways that Disney should change and evolve and things that they should add and whatnot. But I just feel like, to me, Animal Kingdom really lost its luster, and they definitely, like, even with the World of Pandora, to me, it's just, I don't even know. Like, to me, I could totally even skip the park.
Yeah, I feel the same way, honestly.
I'm just not excited about it. Like, Epcot, I could live there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Epcot's good for a while. I mean, there's so many things to do. It's amazing. I love the atmosphere. But Animal Kingdom just doesn't have that for me anymore.
No, I agree, because it's Pandora's fun, but Pandora is also like the only big thing there.
Yeah, right, and it's, to me, it's really not that big.
Well, yeah,
it's pretty condensed for how popular it is. I mean, you just have the 2 rides and then
that little area.
Yeah,
where the food is.
Small little area.
But that's it. So, I would say Animal Kingdom is like at bottom of my list now. Yeah. Just because it's like dinosaur area or Dinoland USA. I mean, we walked over there and it was a ghost town.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the Triceratops spin. It was me and Grayson riding with 2 other people.
So let's talk about some of the things that, because this is a must-dos podcast. Let's talk about the things that are really great still in Animal Kingdom, and then we can talk about opportunities at the end, because I feel like this park is probably getting ready to have some changes.
Yes.
And so we can talk about that.
Okay.
But it is Disney, so there still are some pretty amazing things there. Mm-hmm. To me, I think one of the main things is Pandora.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of course, Flight of Passage is still one of the best rides out there. If you get a chance to ride it, I think it's pretty dang amazing.
Yeah, and it's unique.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else really like that in any of the parks at all.
Yeah.
Not that specific. Simulated rides, yes, but nothing super specific like that, because that is like a full like I guess of like 4D kind of animation.
Yeah, I mean, it is just magical. And unfortunately, our most recent trip, we did not get to ride it because
time.
It's different when you're going to Disney with children versus if you're just 2 adults going. You have a lot more freedom if you're just going with a group of adults, because you don't have to worry about height restrictions. Are they going to be afraid of the ride? Because I think Grayson probably was technically tall enough to ride it, but we were worried that we were going to have to wait too long. We were worried that he was going to be scared. And then when you get up to the ride, it's like, okay, I don't want to put us in a situation, where we've waited and then we decide not to ride, or we just chose not to ride this time. But it's still, if it was just us going, we would have for sure ridden it, because it's so amazing. I mean, I think we both teared up a little bit the first time.
Oh yeah,
it. I mean, it's just completely.
It takes your breath away. Yes, takes your breath away for sure.
It is magic. So if you have the chance, that's definitely something you should do at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. I mean, I do like, what is it, the Navi River journey?
I do too, but I feel like.
But they ran out of money, right?
Well, yes. So they spent a lot of money on Pandora and Flight of Passage. And so the Navi River journey, as far as it's just a boat ride, which I know was the whole idea, but I think they were planning on doing like more with it than just a raft ride.
Yeah.
Like it was going to be a little bit more adventurous, I think. Have a drop or 2 in there, but now it's just, you just sit in a boat.
Float.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's pretty, but I feel like the experience isn't as magical because, and I don't know if it was the way that it just happened to be the day we were there, but they were just pushing people on, which is good so that you don't have to wait as long. But also, when you get on the ride and the boats are back to back to back to back to back, it just takes a little bit away from the experience.
Oh, yeah.
Did you feel that?
I know what you mean. Where they start to bump into each other, in the ride. Yeah.
Towards the middle of the ride, like all of our boats were like hitting each other, and we were just slowly moving, like it was like clogged up because they had pushed so many people on the ride, which again, like you want to be able to get on fast, but it does take a little bit away from the experience.
No, I agree. I think it is just a little like vanilla. I mean, as cool and pretty as it is, it's just a very vanilla ride.
I don't get excited about it.
No. I mean, I was just more excited because I figured Grayson would like it.
There's so many fun and amazing things to do at Disney World. And having gone recently, it's thinking back, that's not something that I'm excited about.
Yeah, no, I agree. We probably won't ride it again next time if we go. Unless it's like, hey, that ride's got like a 5-minute wait. Like, we're going to go ride that.
But I still feel like our time is going to be spent elsewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
One other thing in Pandora what was the little food hut?
I can't even remember
what
it's called. It's where you get the bobas.
Yes, the Night Blossom drink is really good. It's like a slushy drink with the bobas, and then they also have this really good cream cheese what is it? A cream cheese and pineapple spring roll.
Yeah.
Like a breakfast item.
Yep.
And it is really good.
And we also got a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Yeah, but that's not special.
Yeah, I know, but that was like the best sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit like I've ever had. Just saying. It was delicious.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the name of that little...
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Currently, Pandora... Oh my gosh. The Navi River Journey has a 65-minute wait. Pungu Pungu.
Pungu Pungu. Mm-hmm.
It's right next to Satuli Canteen.
I've heard Satuli Canteen is really, really good, but we did not get to experience it.
Yes.
So I can't really speak to it, but I've heard really great things.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else in Animal Kingdom? I think there's a couple kind of big ones.
The safari was a blast. That was probably the most fun I had at Animal Kingdom.
Grayson loved the safari.
Yeah. And it was super cool because we got over to the lion and he was like roaring.
Chuffing.
Yeah, he was like, row, row.
Yeah.
And it was like, holy shit, like this is what you see, like, because you never get to, like, last time we went, they were just laying there. But you always see videos where they're like super active and like talking like that. And it's like, holy crap, like this is awesome. It's just it was really cool to see.
Yeah, I think it's a great ride for the whole family.
Yeah. So many like different animals, and we actually had like a good safari, like what is it? Skipper?
I want to call all of them skippers. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Yeah.
I don't think there are skippers on that ride. I know there are skippers on the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
But for some reason that just comes to mind.
Yeah. Either way, he was awesome. Or I guess our safari guide.
Mm-hmm.
Our guide was awesome. The driver. But he talked so fast.
But I couldn't hardly understand what he was saying.
Yeah, but it was better than the last time we rode on it. God, I'm trying to even think what else we did. Because we literally went to the Navi River Journey.
Well, we did
Pungu Pungu. We talked to that lady when we were eating our breakfast.
Yeah, and then we went to the safari. And then we went to the boneyard.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, in Dinoland USA, they have this little playground called the Boneyard, and it's I think really cool.
It's super cool.
If you have toddler and above age kids that can run around, it's a really great opportunity to get burn off some energy.
Yeah.
They've got really cool slides, really fun. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had never been there before, and I was really impressed.
Yeah, lots of big slides. Lots of like climbing and like rope kind of bridge stuff.
Yeah, really fun.
So Grayson was like sweating hard
Mm-hmm.
after playing on that thing for a while.
Yeah.
Like, and we also rode the Triceratops spin,
Which is,
as
I mean, everything in Dino Land USA. It was just weird being over there, honestly, because it was just like a wasteland.
oh yeah,
You
there's
know?
nothing happening.
Like there was. It didn't feel like Disney World.
No,
It
no,
felt like Worlds of Fun or something. You know that theme park in Kansas City
yeah,
area
yeah,
where it's like kind of crappy.
yeah, yeah. Well, or that era. I was thinking Six Flags
Yes, very Six Flags
because
vibes.
you like you could see the parking lot with like all the lines. I don't know if that's a part of the Dino Land, like where the Dino Land is, like if it's supposed to look like a parking lot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't understand that. I was like, why does it
Well,
look
it
like a
used to
parking
be
lot?
like a carnival type theme,
Oh.
or I think that's because they have games and stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes, I guess, a little bit more sense.
Yeah, no, it's by design, but it's just
But yeah, it doesn't help the look of it when
Yeah.
it's so run down like that. Because it's like there's grass growing in the cracks of the. It's just not kept up, and like looking good.
yeah.
It's just sad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, holy crap, this place looks like a ghost town.
Yeah, we're like, let's get out of here and go to a different park.
Yeah.
But before we move on,
We had food.
we did have food. It wasn't a must do though.
Well, that was the different it was like green and orange.
The Dole Whip.
Dole Whip, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be something like special, but it was just green Dole Whip.
The dinosaur ride, I think if you've never got to ride it, I think you should ride it before it closes.
I think it already closed.
Did it really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty sure it already closed.
Oh my gosh. Dang it.
I'm like 90% sure that it's already been closed.
Okay.
Because I think when we went, it was like not closing, but it was getting close to be closed. Maybe it closed in November, the beginning of November. God, I can't believe we're almost through November as of now. She's looking it up right now, but while she's talking, I'm just going to tell you, How to Train Your Dragon movies, they are so good. If you haven't seen them, you need to watch them. They're great. And also, if you're looking to buy your kid a How to Train Your Dragon toy, you have to look on eBay because that's where I've had to look for Christmas presents for Grayson for Christmas. So
it's still open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would say if you've not got to experience the dinosaur ride, I think it's still really cool.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't ride it this time because it would have terrified our kid. And probably me too, even though it's really good.
Yeah, and a headache or like a neck.
Not really.
Oh, man. I remember last time it was so rough.
I think it's good.
Okay.
Josh is like,
I
you're just
don't,
not feeling it.
No, last time we went to Dino Land, I was like, man, this needs to leave.
Yeah.
And then this time I was just like,
okay, well, let's move on. Not a lot to say still, but we've got Expedition Everest.
Yep.
Which I think is a fantastic ride.
Yeah, but
If
we
you
didn't
like,
ride it.
I know, but we've ridden it several times before.
Yeah.
If you like coasters, you will love this ride. It's super fun.
Yeah, and the theming is really cool.
The theming and the queue line is pretty entertaining so that you've got stuff to look at the whole time you're in line.
Yeah, and it's more like historical kind of, I don't even like motifs that you can look at. Talking about like how many people have climbed Everest and like when the first person like climbed Everest that was like recorded, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, it
It's
is
like
really
historical.
awesome.
All the gear that they use too. It's pretty cool. But it is a super fun ride and it goes backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I do. Gosh.
Yeah, it goes backwards.
That's one. I just did not enjoy. I didn't enjoy Animal Kingdom enough to like spend more time there, but I really do love that ride.
Mm-hmm. And it was closed when we were there.
Was it?
Yep. I don't know if it was closed permanently.
Yeah.
Or not permanently, but like for a time.
I'm
But
sure
it was down when
yeah.
we were there. Because I think we looked a couple times.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it for Animal Kingdom as far as things that you should do. Ooh, the Lion King show.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
It's a definitely you have to do it once kind of a show.
Yes. Yeah,
we didn't do it this time because we've seen it several times before. But it's definitely one that's entertaining for the whole family if you've not gotten to experience it before.
Yeah, and I don't know how Grayson would have done like sitting there. I mean, I'm sure he'd be entertained, but I mean, he's still like a toddler, so he just wants to run around. Oh, and I guess this isn't a must do because you don't really catch him, but we saw Kevin, the bird. Mm-hmm. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm just not overall enthused about Animal Kingdom right now. Mm-hmm. So what do you think they need to add to the park to regain that luster that the other parks have?
I definitely think they need to update some of the areas a little bit. I don't know like how much updating they've done in the park as a whole, other than like the Avatar area, Pandora. Mm-hmm. That and like Dinoland USA. Like I know it's getting ready to go anyway, but what they put over there, I think don't they know what it is, or they have an idea? It's like Encanto and
was it South America?
Yeah, something like that. Which here's my other thing: if they do something like that, it doesn't make sense in Animal Kingdom. Mm-hmm. Pandora makes a little bit of sense. It's kind of stretching, but it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah. The other areas fit fine, like with the safari and all that kind of stuff, because it's like Animal Kingdom. It deals with animals, but in my opinion, I think the perfect area would have been Zootopia. Yeah, it fits the theme of the park. Zootopia. Animal world.
It's literally Animal Kingdom.
Yes, exactly. It's just a missed opportunity. You could have had like a whole cool area of Zootopia, and you're gonna ruin it with like Encanto and like an Indiana Jonesy adventure kind of area, which is probably gonna be cool. But at the same time, like
I don't think it makes sense together.
Yeah, what's the Animal Kingdom in that?
I feel like Animal Kingdom is a little bit lost right now. Mm-hmm. Like there's no clear direction. Yeah. Because you've got Asia and Africa, and now you have Pandora, and so I guess the South America thing kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It just feels a little confused to me now.
Would they re-theme? Well, I guess I can't because, man, everything is off of Animal Kingdom. Like Animal Kingdom Lodge, Animal Kingdom Park, Animal Kingdom. Like there's a lot
I think it needs to stay Animal Kingdom. But I'm trying to think of what they
I think what their big thing at Animal Kingdom is like the preservation of animals. Right. Obviously. So like in the Asia area, you get a lot of Asian like animals like the tigers and just the other like animals that are like native to that area. Cuz there's like not like zoo, but like the whole park is kind of like a zoo in spots. Yeah. So maybe if they bring South America in, they need to have more of like that in that area. Like native birds and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Native wildlife, at least.
I feel like there just needs to be more to do. Yes. Because having a themed land is great. But you have to have attractions for people. I don't think there's enough attractions. No. Like when the park opened, we rope dropped it, and
Everybody.
I mean, yeah, pretty much everyone ran to Pandora. Almost everybody. And then you have the other people who go to the Kilimanjaro safaris.
Mm-hmm.
Where's everyone else going? You might have a few stragglers that go to Expedition Everest, but
Or the Cali River Rapids.
for the people that are going to Expedition Everest, what are you doing after
Mm-hmm.
Expedition Everest?
Yeah.
There's really not a ton to do there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, I think it's for Florida locals, like people who live in the area, I think it would be, they've got a lot to do that's similar to a zoo. Like there's the Rafiki's Planet Watch and the trail with the gorilla trail, and like there's a whole other area that you take a small train to go explore.
Mm-hmm.
That's more like a zoo. We didn't do that this time because we have zoos where we live. So to me, it's not special.
Yeah.
I just lost my train of thought. But it's like they need big ticket items because like when people rope drop at Magic Kingdom, you can disperse. I mean, everyone disperses in different areas of the park because there are different big ticket attractions dispersed throughout the park.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just Peter Pan's Flight and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. You've got Peter Pan's Flight, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. You've got
Little Mermaid.
Well, yeah, Little Mermaid. You've got Tron. You've got Space Mountain. You've got Big Thunder Mountain. You've got Pirates. You've got Haunted Mansion. Like you've got all of these different attractions that are spread out throughout the park that draw the crowd out
Mm-hmm.
instead of just to one place.
Yeah, it's very congested in that fact.
It very is. Well,
And because when you walk in and the first thing you see is the Tree of Life, and it's like you go left to Pandora, you go right to like the Asia area, everyone goes left.
mm-hmm.
Like literally everyone went left, running to Pandora. And then you have to wait another 10, 15 minutes to get into that area from there.
Yeah. I feel like there needs to be, obviously they need to redo Dinoland USA, but not just redo it, like expand on it and make it bigger because that area over there is really not that big.
No, it's pretty small.
And then over by Expedition Everest, like they need to do more over there too.
Maybe
because it's off by itself kind of.
Yeah. They I don't know how the map looks on that park, but like if they connected, I don't even know. I'm assuming they could probably connect the Dinoland USA to the Asia area, like expand in that direction, if that's how the map goes, or like they need to make it to where kind of like how you walk in Hollywood Studios, you can enter Galaxy's Edge from one side or the Toy Story side.
Yeah.
So I think they got to do that with this new area that they're going to do.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, Epcot's got the Moana area. They need something like that, maybe more adventure-based, over in whatever the new land's going to be called. Or not new land, but new area is going to be called, like a Adventure Island or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of Epcot, my mind is jumping around to like 15 different things that are amazing about Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Magic Kingdom. Hollywood Studios is smaller, but it's still the same thing. With Animal Kingdom, it's like, okay, you've got this and this and this. That's it.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely a lot of room for opportunity to expand and grow the park.
No, I
think it's a little bit challenging with how it was initially designed because it's very much like around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Animals around the world. So I'm trying to think of how they could expand it.
So I'm looking at the map right now on like where Dinoland USA is. I don't know if they could connect it to the Asia area, but they can make it more of like a loop, kind of like a circle to get back to that kind of area.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be enough just to update and change that area. Mm-hmm. They would need to do that and like a couple of other things to disperse the crowds.
Yeah, and even the Asia area is tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? I mean, look at this. This is the map right now, and wait times. Here, it's. I mean, Expedition Everest only has like a 5-minute wait right now. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of land that they could use to like expand
Yeah.
on this next area that they're gonna do where Dino Land is. See how much space there is?
Yeah, they've got a lot of room. It's a lot of walking to get to places.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one.
Which is, I guess that's fine, but it has to make it worth walking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You've got kids, it's freaking hot. Everyone's toting stuff around.
Oh, yeah, you're pushing a stroller. You got a toddler like hanging out or like in and out of the stroller.
Yeah, so like Magic Kingdom, totally worth it because there's something to do everywhere you walk.
Yeah.
But Animal Kingdom's a little bit different. You're trekking across the park just to get from one attraction to the next, and there's not much going on in between.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Animal Kingdom is fun in its own way, and I think the Tree of Life is a must do as well. Like going and walking around it, and I know they're getting ready to update the
Bug's Life.
The Bug's Life attraction in there as well. But the Tree of Life is just like it is super cool to like turn the corner and boom, like there's this giant tree.
It's iconic. That is the Disney magic.
Mm-hmm. But like beyond that, I mean, Animal Kingdom is just it's a fun park, but it's not up to snuff compared to Epcot and Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hollywood Studios and Epcot as like top tier rides for me, like, or parks for me, like, period. I like Magic Kingdom because there's like it's whimsical and it's like what you think of Disney when you think of Disney, but just Epcot and Hollywood Studios is just like boom, this is me. Like especially Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, but Animal Kingdom is just
it'll get there.
They got some work to do on that one.
Yeah, it'll get there though.
Yeah,
I think they make the right decisions.
Well, thank goodness Bob Iger is back to help with that.
Yeah.
Okay. You done talking about Animal Kingdom?
Well, it's kind of turned into a little bit of a bummer because there's just a lot of opportunities for improvement with Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people to think it's a bad park because it's not. But if you're spending all of this money on Disney, you want Disney to be different than what you can experience
at home.
Yeah. And to me, the Kilimanjaro safaris is amazing, but a lot of places do have drive-through safaris.
Yeah.
We have several in our area.
Yeah, and St. Louis Zoo is like not that far away.
The St. Louis Zoo is amazing, totally magical. Kansas City has a great zoo.
Yeah.
So to me, if I'm spending all of this money to go to Disney, I'm going to Epcot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Magic Kingdom. Yeah. And Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, what you're talking about, like the zoo.
Yeah.
It's a short drive to either big zoos. And then you have like Bass Pro Shops. They're giant wonders of wildlife. It's not too far away. And it's just like, there's so many like cool things around here that you could get at Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
Like zoo wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, let's go crazy here.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
What if they totally scrapped like the park idea, like the different Africa, Asia, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, instead of doing like different countries, what if they did like more whimsical, like they could have a Lion King area. They have Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
they have, they could have like a dragon area, mythical creatures, and make it more like whimsical instead of
Yeah.
Disney.
I mean, it would just be really hard to do though, because they're so bought in on Animal Kingdom. I mean, just think of the lodge, Animal Kingdom Lodge in itself.
It still would be Animal Kingdom.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought you meant like changing it.
No, it would still be called Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You just would retheme. It doesn't. It seems crazy to like retheme the entire park.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about the logistics of it, there's really not that much that would have to change. I mean, they would have to change. I mean, as far as like the marketing and stuff, like of course, letting everyone know it's different and that kind of thing. But like, they would have to rename the restaurants. They would have to retheme a couple of the rides.
Yeah.
But the ride itself could stay the same. They would just have to retheme it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, that would be a one I'd have to think about, like what you would do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To change it. I just think it's just a missed opportunity with Zootopia being literal, like,
I don't know,
anthropomorphic animals.
I would have to think about it more too, because I think that there's a better idea out there than what they're doing with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they already have the countries with Epcot.
Yeah.
And so, and we have some of that representation in Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
In the World Showcase with the specific
Africa.
countries.
Yeah.
So I don't know necessarily why we even need that. There's so much more that could be explored.
Yeah, you could almost like realms.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Have different realms of the park.
Oh man, we need to think about this some more.
Yeah, this would one I'd have to like sit on and think about.
You know what I was thinking about before we started this podcast?
How good How to Train Your Dragon is?
Yes, but that's not what I was thinking of right now. So I was imagining that we would probably get to talking about the future of Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to thinking about like how we have Star Wars stuff in our house. And like we're really in a Star Wars mind space right now, our family. Like we're all about Star Wars right now. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about, I think I looked at one of Grayson's toys from Return of the Jedi where the Ewoks ride the little ships.
Yeah.
Because Grayson has one of those, a little one. And I saw it earlier and I was like, you know what? How cool of a ride would that be? Riding those little ships through the forest with the Ewoks.
Yeah, little bikes.
Yes. And I was like, oh, dude, like that would be kind of cool in Animal Kingdom. But they've already got Star Wars and Hollywood Studios. So it's just like, I guess if I was in charge of Disney, I would have done things differently. Like I would have done an entire park that was Star Wars.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a good ride idea?
No, that's a good idea.
Because you get to sit on the bike like you do Flight of Passage.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. That'd be fun.
That'd be super fun.
Through the trees?
Yes.
What would be even more fun is if you can make it like simulation, but you're actually moving on a track.
Ooh, interesting.
Like you're surrounded by screens that look like trees.
Dude, that is a great idea. I'm imagining this now.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
See,
and you can have like stormtroopers shooting at you.
Yes. Yes.
Just like that'll be a fun ride.
They can do so much with Star Wars.
Oh, I
don't know, like the people who are in charge. I understand the concept of like, oh, Hollywood Studios needed a whole bunch of crap. We need to do Star Wars. Think bigger. You should have done a whole park.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it could have been Hollywood Studios size.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it probably would have been bigger, but it could have been.
So much they can do with Star Wars.
there's a lot of places in Star Wars you could visit. I mean, the same way with Marvel too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can have a whole Star Wars and Marvel land. I mean, you could. I don't even know what you would call it, but you can have it to where they like conjoin. You know what I mean? Just like one park, but it's Star Wars and Marvel.
Gosh, do you know what my dream job is?
Being an Imagineer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm an adult, I'm thinking about like how Disney would be different if I designed some of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be just amazing.
Yeah, that's why I love playing that roller coaster game that I play on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ooh, I get to design my own shit.
I'm like thinking very specific things about like creating rides.
No, I get it.
I like when I was thinking about the Star Wars ride earlier, I kind of went off for about 5 minutes.
Daydreaming,
yeah. Just like imagining all of the rides that we could create.
yeah.
And your job as an Imagineer, like they have Imagineers who think of the thing and then they have Imagineers who build it. And we would be the thinkers.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that would be an awesome job. And like what they've done with the parks as it is now, like it's still great, but it's crazy like what you could like what your mind can think up of.
Whoever came up with the idea for Guardians of the Galaxy in Epcot Cosmic Rewind, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They have
all except
set
the queue line.
the bar. Well, they must have run out of money with the queue line. But they set the bar with the ride. I mean, it is crazy good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun.
So I know Disney Imagineers can do better than what they've got going on at Animal Kingdom. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean...
No, I totally agree.
I don't want to sound like mean, but Disney's freaking expensive.
Yep.
You know, every family's spending like $5,000 to $10,000 ish to go. Mm-hmm. And you have thousands of people in your parks every day.
Yep.
So.
And, which, perfect segue into the next topic here. You're going to have some stiff competition.
Yes.
With Epic Universe. Going to Universal.
So tell me about Epic Universe a little bit.
Okay, I literally know nothing about it other than there's a How to Train Your Dragon like whole area. And Sam, your brother, told me about it last night because he's like, oh yeah, because I'm trying to search for like How to Train Your Dragon toys for Grayson for Christmas because he's so obsessed with it right now. And I'm like, crap, like there you can literally only find them on eBay. And he was like, oh, just wait till they open the new attraction at Universal Studios. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they're opening a whole world up where they're going to have like a whole area that's like How to Train Your Dragon. I was like, son of a gun. And then first thing I did when I woke up this morning, I got on my phone and looked it up. And like this lady talks about like the whole park. Mm-hmm. Or not the whole park, but like the whole like How to Train Your Dragon area. I'll have to show you later. But like, man, if it's anything like the movies and there's like character meets and like you get to meet like Toothless and Hiccup and all these other things, I'm like, shoot.
Take my money.
Oh yeah, like sorry Disney. Like I like you, but How to Train Your Dragon right now is it. Yeah, I mean it looks from the concept art that they had showed on the video and the other stuff, it looks like it's going to be like a stunning like area. And like I said, Epcot in Norway is like my vibe, but if you're going to put dragons in the mix with Norse mythology kind of stuff, that's like even more my vibe. So that's just right up the alley. You looking at pictures?
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Universal Monsters, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, and Fantastic Beasts. And there's going to be like a central hub. Let's see.
Fantastic Beast, what was that?
Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Oh.
There's not a ton. Oh my gosh, it does look really cool though. It's kind of set up, I guess, a little bit like, kind of like Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
How you've got the park entrance, and then it's kind of like
spread out into own little worlds.
Yeah. So exactly what we were talking about earlier, where the crowd is going to be drawn to different areas of the park instead of just one specific spot.
Yep.
They've got restaurants laid out. Oh my God, it's exciting looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
The rides laid out.
No, it looks freaking awesome.
Oh my God. Yeah, Disney's definitely going to have some competition. There's also going to be an amusement park opening in Oklahoma that is going to be kind of laid out like Magic Kingdom, and some of the Disney Imagineers who have retired are working on it.
Yeah, I can't remember what the park's name is, but it looks really cool from the concept art that we had seen online. There's like a whole video about it.
Yes.
And that's like, I mean, that's just, not too far from us either.
It's going to be called American Heartland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it's a $2 billion Disney-sized theme park. It looks really cool.
Yeah, the closest thing to it would be Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this place is like, the place in Oklahoma, they've got like campsites that you're going to be able to camp at. I know like Disney has that, but this looks like more affordable.
Yes, and I think that was one of the things
they
talked about was that Disney's so expensive. Like they want this to be affordable for people to go to. Like it's a theme park. It's going to be expensive still. But there's a difference between expensive
and astronomically expensive.
Unobtainable. Yeah. And for most people, Disney is becoming unattainable.
Yeah, I mean, like we've talked about this before. We've like had every tooth and nail to get all the money we could get to go on this trip. We have our next trip booked. We have our deposit paid, but it's like we haven't made any payments towards it because we don't even know.
It's Christmas.
Well, yeah. We don't even know if we're going to be able to make it next year. It's just because everything's so expensive now. Mm-hmm. It's just going to get more expensive. Not just Disney, but just everything else.
Yeah, I think nothing's definite yet. I mean, I would like to go to Disney, but if we're not able to afford Disney and we're able to afford something else, then we'll do something else, you know?
And then in 2025, when Epic Universe opens, then we'll go there. Because Grayson would be like, so he'd be like 6. That'd be a good time to introduce him to Universal anyway. Because Universal's, I feel like, not as kid friendly.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it would be a no-brainer for us to go to Universal next year instead of Disney because I love it. Mm-hmm. The Harry Potter world, oh my God, I could live in there. It's beautiful. But unfortunately, they don't have a ton of things that are kid friendly.
Yeah.
Because if we're taking our kid with us, I want him to be able to do the things that we do.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss out on almost all of the rides just because my kid can't ride them.
Well, and that's what I had heard about that lady. She talked about the roller coaster ride that's going to be in the area. It's going to be like span the length and like of the whole How to Train Your Dragon area. It's going to be like that whole area the ride is, and it's going to be super long with like small shows potentially, because there's different areas where you go indoors, and then there's different areas where it like takes you off super fast again. So and she said there's like no like loops or anything. There's like tight like steep angles, so that like turning angles. Mm-hmm. But it never goes upside down, so I think it's going to be geared more towards a family-friendly ride, just really fast, which is cool. I'll have to show you the video, because I'm like, God, I need to show her this video now. And we need to watch the 3rd movie tonight.
Yeah.
While he's still asleep, so we're not interrupted.
No, I've got some work to do in this room.
But I think we need to end it there. We've been talking an hour now, and practically half of it was talking about
Okay.
not Disney stuff.
All right. So what's coming up for this podcast?
Well, it's right around Christmas time, so here at the Long household, we're gearing up for Christmas. Podcast wise, I don't even know.
I want to do a Santa Claus's podcast, season 2.
Oh yeah, we just gotta wait for it to all come out. We were gonna do episode by episode, but that's just too much. Like to try to get together. Also, you need to watch Loki because we need to do a podcast on Loki while it's still relevant-ish. And yeah, I don't even know. Eventually, we'll see the Marvels, probably when it comes to Disney Plus, because we did not see it in theaters. I've heard mixed reviews on that. So, yeah, there's not, I mean, nothing like, oh my gosh, we got to talk about this now. But, yeah, we'll get some stuff out. All right, well, that's going to wrap up the podcast, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe on YouTube. And subscribe anywhere where you get your podcast. And we will catch you guys in the next episode.